We're on.
Hello.
Good morning, America. Good morning, Maria. And
Good
morning to
morning.
all of you. So glad all of you could make it. And welcome to Mornings with Cynthia Maria. We're so glad to have you here. I just got to jump into this real quick because I'm sitting here and I'm watching these spirit orbs. There's two of them going around you. They're not there right now, but they're
getting spiritual now.
Yeah, there was one coming across this way and one coming across this way. So there's just two that I seen.
Well, I have to show you. Talking about spirit orbs, I have to show you. I went to, and again, like you can look at some of these videos and you say, are they fake? Are they using some kind of like a special lighting to make it look like things are going across? But I went to a cemetery yesterday, not purposely. My son had to go to the dentist. I had a small puppy with me, wanted to walk the puppy. And I took a really cool picture that I sent you of me and the puppy, and it's like my shadow over the puppy. And I sent it to my friend who has the puppy. So it was a spooky, little thing. And, she's a photographer, so she can appreciate it, just the way it came out. And I'm walking around, and, because it's an old kind of grave cemetery. And so they have new plots, but they also have the very old, and they're all kind of mixed in. There are people from the 1800s in there, mixed in with new people who are buried there. Yeah. And we're walking around, and it's a beautiful day, and it's right on the same path as my son's. Like, let's say the dentist is right here. The cemetery is basically 5 feet across the street and then over to the right. So walking, and it's a sunny day, and there's a stream of light that comes down. So I'm like, oh my God, that's really cool. Let me take a video. I'm taking a video, and I'm walking along, and I'm talking to Daisy. And then I see there's like, it's very sad when you see children, right? So you can always tell when they're children, because whoever visits, they leave them like baseball cards and little memorabilia from when they were alive. And so those are always interesting to me. So, of course, you stop, you look at it, and so one of them seemed to be a child, probably about 12 years old, who loved, I'm getting chills, baseball and stuff like that. And so I'm looking at all the little stuff that they like left him. Mm-hmm. As I'm leaving, I realized I still have my video on. So I play it back, and only around that area where he is and on his, you see the stream of light, but you see two little like round, what they call orbs, two little round ones just going back and forth. I'm getting chills. And I'm going, that is crazy. Because like, I'm not a tech person, nor am I've never done like a ghost show or anything like that where I would need to have that technology. I wouldn't even know how to do it. And the fact that I caught that because that specific grave that I was specifically interested in, that I stopped to view, and I felt, wow, he's saying hello. Listen, I believe in the other side. I do. I believe there has to be. My ex, one of them, not my last one, had a very interesting theory. He used to say that there's like another dimension, like when people die,
right?
We can't see, but it exists. And I forgot how. I'm not going to say it because I can't remember exactly how he said it. But he would always go like this, and he would say, you know, it's like right there, and it's like a scientific mind would understand it. I don't get it, but there has to be something more to us besides our flesh. You know, there's something speaking through me. There's something that, and when we, even in Christianity, when you say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, there is a sense of there's another, you know, you believe in life after death.
Right.
If you believe in Jesus, or if you believe in other religions, like, you know, somehow we come back.
Yeah.
And, so it's quite interesting when you do get things like that going through your videos or your pictures.
Yeah.
Go, wow, I know I had nothing to do with that, and it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send that to you. It's interesting.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, they've just been two going around, going up and through the ceiling behind you as you were talking. So all that will be in our show today.
Probably in the video.
So welcome, spirits. Yes. So that's really awesome. I want to get into, so we're working very hard. Our first show went a little long, but it happens. So we've got 2 shows for you coming out. What I want to get into now is what's coming up.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
By the way, I'm wearing pajama pants. So
okay, I won't tell.
You won't tell?
No.
Oh, here, they can't see you. Come on, give it to me. I'm on a show. Oh my God, Cynthia, excuse me. Hold on.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Give it to me. Come on, I'm walking around with pajama pants. Now everybody, oh my God, Peter, seriously. Okay, my son didn't want to be on our YouTube. So, but I needed this. I'm a very big Indian fan. I love Indian food.
Okay.
It's my favorite. I'm a Greek. Greek food comes second.
Breakfast of champions.
Italian. I'm sorry. It's Greek food. It's Indian food and Italian food. My favorites.
Excellent. Okay. Good job. So what I want to get into is what's coming up on Tuesday, November 5th. We will be voting the most important vote in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Because this vote is going to determine whether we become a third world country or we become wealthy and safe again as a nation, as a country. So already, and I'm thinking it's Washington or Oregon, I think in Denver as well. I'll look it up. When I find it, I'll post it right there in the bottom of the screen so everyone can see it. If you're not aware of it, go watch some videos on YouTube. Kevin 24/7, veteran biker, Professor Nez, Officer Tatum, and Russell Brand. Go check them out because they are a plethora of information, just a lot of information. and they go based on facts, and they show you the proof. They show you what's going on, so we know it's not something that somebody said, then somebody said, and somebody said.
Right.
So what's been happening, someone's going around, or others are going around, and they're setting fires in the voting boxes. Maria and I, we're going to wait until voting day. We're going to go in and vote. Paper ballots, that's the way to go. Get rid of the machines and get rid of the drop boxes, and everybody vote on one day.
Cops definitely have their own language.
Yeah.
Just even when they approach you to stop you and give you a ticket, they're very serious. Mm-hmm. And some might say harsh. Let me tell you something. They walk around every day not knowing, and you can even see the videos on TV of people trying to shoot at cops.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, a cop takes out his gun to protect the public or to protect himself, and they are ridiculed and trashed. I am sorry. It bothers me. I'm a very big cop defender. I may not like all cops. I'm not going to say that, on a personal level, that I might not think that some cops could be, I'm not going to say the word, but horrible in some ways, or abuse their power. There are very few and far in between. The majority of cops leave their children that they kiss goodbye every day, leave their girlfriends, their wives, their family members, their mothers, their fathers every day, and they want to return home and have dinner.
Yeah.
But the large majority of the cops want to do that. They don't want to kill you because of your color. They don't give a shit about your color. They don't give a shit about what religion you are. They just don't. If you think that they care enough about you to lose their children, their family members, the people that they love, their life, you are a narcissistic sociopath who needs help.
Right.
They don't care about what color you are.
Right.
Stop it.
Exactly.
If you are on drugs and you pull a knife or a gun out to a cop, they have a right to defend themselves. Case closed. I don't care if it's a woman, a man. I don't care if they're black, they're white, they're purple.
Yeah.
They are people, okay? And they have to be that serious with you.
Right.
Because if they aren't on guard 24/7 in this atmosphere in society, and the politicians who want to defund them and talk about them like they're nothing, and these are the same politicians that these cops would give their lives for. Okay, so I'm sorry. I love cops. I'm a very big supporter of cops, not the bad ones, not the few and far in between that are bigots, are hate, are using their power for bad. Right. I'm talking about the majority of cops who go into this to save lives, to do the right thing, to defend Cynthia, to defend me, and to defend the very people who want to take away their money out of their pockets.
Yeah.
When their lives are on the line, they are just as important as our military.
Right. There was a time when
it's so bad.
and during that time during that whole time of total chaos across the country, that wasn't Donald Trump's doing. They went out and did that of their own accord because of George Floyd dying, and then that just kind of sent a message out there. I have a theory on that whole thing that happened there. But moving on about what's coming up, the most important day of our lifetime, certainly in our lifetime for sure. I really am excited about so much of our youth, young adults who are excited to go out and vote. Many of them voting for positive things to happen in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them voting because they don't, these young kids, 20, 18, 20, 30, when they, if the dark side wins, there will be endless war, and this will become a third world country. And it's already on its way to becoming that. The World Health Organization, the WHO, will decide for us in America, which they aren't, but they will decide for us here in America. If they want us to take a shot, then we're going to be forced to take the shot, whether we want to or not. It'll become just like Australia did. Australia was unbelievable, their government, unbelievable during the lockdown in 2020, late 20, March of 2020 into 21. So it was horrible. It was a horrible time, and it was horrible what our government did to us in 21. It was horrible. So
I want to say a quick fact.
Yep.
Trump is the only U.S. president in the last 72 years since 1952 not to have any wars during his presidency.
Right.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Okay?
We had
72 years since 1952. Yeah. He was the only president not to have a war.
So you got to ask yourself, do the research.
A lot of people don't know that.
There are people who, the hatred they have for this one person because he wants peace in our country. Mm-hmm. He wants prosperity for the people in this country. He wants equal rights for the people in this country. He wants, the thing about Roe v. Wade is he turned that over. He didn't turn it over. The Supreme Court turned it over to the states. So you got a problem with abortion rights, or however you want to look at that, you go take it up with your state government, because that's who controls it now, not the Supreme Court.
Right.
Your state
late term abortion should not be allowed.
Well,
when your baby is formed, it should.
I think the whole thing that started this was many years ago. I believe it was before Trump. I recall very specifically, there was a woman who was giving birth, and it was her or her child in that situation. And her and her husband.
Oh no, well, that's a different case.
Right, but here's what I'm saying. But here's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I think this is where this started, because after that, everything went to hell in terms of abortion and abortion rights and women's rights to do what they want, to do as they will with their body. I believe that. I believe that, women have been controlled in some form or another through government or through male figures in their lives forever. Okay. And trying to break free from that has been a task in itself, a journey in itself. I believe that women should have a right to decide what they want to do with their body. But here's the thing. If you want to get pregnant, great. Go get pregnant, have kids. Great. Good for you. If you don't want to get pregnant, then use protection. Yeah. Put a raincoat on that thing. Put 5 raincoats on that thing, because it only takes one of those little wiggly spermies to go in there to get you pregnant. All right. So, I don't care what you do. I don't care, whatever floats your boat, man. But don't go getting pregnant all the time and saying, "Oh, I don't want to get. Oh, I'm going to get abortion. I'm just going to be done with this."
Let me just say something. I just want to say, don't wait for a man to protect you. He got me pregnant. No, he didn't. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
There are shots. There are pills. There are. Protect yourself.
Yeah. There's
even the next day pill that you can take if you think it might have happened before those cells divide and things happen. Go take that pill. I forgot what it's called. Something D. Here's the thing. Don't blame a man for getting pregnant. As a man, protect yourself. Have a little self-control. Don't be like, "Oh, I couldn't in the moment." Get it together.
I'm a man.
Use your brain, not your other ones. And
think
have
with the big head, not the little
as a man to make sure that you don't get somebody pregnant. And if that means wearing a raincoat, then do it. Okay?
Right.
Kill the moment for a second, but save your life. And I'm sorry, nobody's that hot that you can't take a moment to think with your brain.
Yeah. And
okay, get it,
and use that as you could use that as a sexual game, right? Put a raincoat on it. Make condoms that look like raincoats.
Oh my God! Stop. Okay. Okay, stop. But what I'm saying
is, you could have colored rainbows.
Everybody, the woman wants to blame the man wants to blame the woman. If you are both there and nobody has said no, you're participating in something that potentially can bring in a life.
That's right.
So instead of ruining that life and putting that life through courts and custody battles and money problems and bringing in a new human being that has new obstacles to face for the rest of their life psychologically, tone it down and think about what you're doing.
Yep. So
put a raincoat on it.
Yeah.
And for a man and a woman, there's many ways you can take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't blame the man, don't blame the woman, blame yourselves both together. You collaborated.
Yep.
Invest in your family. And somewhere along the line, we've allowed either people in our lives or things in our lives to possess us to the point to steer away from the very part of us that's the most important, and that's the children we bring into the world and our families, whatever that family looks like.
The bottom line is we've got a really big day ahead of us come Tuesday. And please make sure that if you have voted early, you'll want to make sure that your vote has been counted. Because if it was in a drop box that caught fire, not all of them got burnt, but there are some that did get burnt. There was one that only 3 got burnt. Make sure that if you are a person who put your vote in a drop box that was torched, please look into that. Make sure that your vote gets counted. People will call, the Attorney General. Contact your Attorney General in your state to find out how you would go about, did my vote go through?
Just vote, because your vote
counts. Vote.
Vote.
Till next time, have a great, wonderful day. And say goodbye, Maria.
Bye, Maria.
Bye.
Bye, guys.